Do you like hot dogs? Can you eat 5 of them in 10 minutes? How about 10 or 20? What about 76 hot dogs in just 10 minutes? I know it sounds impossible, but it has been done. 76 hot dogs is only 7 short of the maximum capacity for humans. But it is a world record, and it was set at a competitive eating event where participants push their bodies. They compete to eat the maximum amount of food in a limited amount of time. They chomp their way to victory, but often pay a heavy price for it. The side effects include, ironically, the lack of hunger. So why do people compete as speed eaters? Is it a legit sport? Why does it have such a vast fan base? Here's a report.
Ready, set, chomp. This is the world of competitive eating, where participants compete to eat the most amount of food in a limited period of time.
Oh, he's up to 8. 1, and eating time is up.
It sounds bizarre and even dangerous, but yes, this is a sport, and there's a growing appetite for speed eating the world over. There are international competitions, millions of reels and TikToks, and brand endorsements worth thousands of dollars. What do people eat in these competitions? Well, it's a long list, starting with hot dogs, which are a favorite, to chilies and even lime pies.
It got dirty, it got messy, but if you're not trying to get your face dirty with pie, you're not doing it right.
Competitive eating is not about gluttony, it's not about overeating, which can be easy. Competitive eating, on the other hand, takes skill. Like all sports, speed eating is a body and mind game. Both these have to be trained. And speed eaters go to many lengths to do so. How? Eating titans start with expanding their stomach capacity. There are elite regimes to do this, but the most common one is this. Eaters drink vast volumes of liquid. This can be water, watermelon juice, or even soda. Their volume expands the stomach quickly because it's easier to process liquids. The second step is to improve their technique. Like when eating hot dogs, competitive eaters follow what's called the Solomon method, named after King Solomon, who, as the legend goes, threatened to cut a baby in 2. Elite eaters do the same to a hot dog. They split the meat and the bread. Then they drown the bread in water and down it quickly. Then they chomp their way to victory through the sausage. This is faster than eating an entire hot dog at once. Research says that human speed eaters have become so fast that they can eat faster than wild animals, including bears and coyotes. And how much do they usually eat? It depends on what they're eating. But for hot dogs, the record is 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. While you chew that over, let's state the obvious. Speed eating is dangerous. Over the past few years, it has become a glamorous sport with a serious fan following, but the competitors pay a heavy price for it. Some eaters consume so much food during the competition that by the end of it, they're out of breath, because the heavy amount of food shifts their organs. It stops their lungs from expanding and they can't breathe easily. This is a short-term issue. Long-term competitors can stop feeling hunger. That's because the mind is so used to feeling full, so eaters sometimes go for days without any food. They just don't feel hungry. What's more, speed eaters can have unhealthy diets because much of what they eat in competitions is junk food, so they can develop heart disease and diabetes. But probably the biggest downside is this: choking. Elite competitors eat so quickly, they don't chew their food properly and they choke on the food, which can result in death. It takes guts to be a competitive eater, but many are willing to push their bodies because to them, this is what a full life looks like. Pun intended.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup Vantage has moved across to the West Indies.